I would ask everyone to please rise and face the American flag to recite our Pledge of Allegiance. I remind you that you put your right hand over your heart if you're not in a uniform. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. Tonight's agenda is going to be moving and very fast-paced, moving in a laser-like attempt to provide all of you with information. The goal of this meeting is just to give you information, and I say to you, you don't have to believe one thing. Do your own research, and you decide if it's true or not. Because some people need to do research before it actually sinks in. When this is all done, we're asking everybody to contact their legislators to let them know how you feel about this so they can contact Piper Weed, Mr. Mattiello, and the State House so they can stop the vote December 11th. That's the biggest thing we have going here. So at this time, if any elected officials here in the audience, could you please rise? I want to thank you for being here and also for working so hard up at the State House. You have a tough task ahead of you. Let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you for being here. You guys have a tough task ahead of you. We hope and pray to that you will represent all the people of Rhode Island, and I'm sure you will. One last thing, if there are any veterans, current serving, or retired in the audience, could you please stand up so we can thank you for your service to the United States of America and all that you have done. God bless you. We had a previous town hall meeting in this room a little while ago. This is a continuation of that. And we had another meeting recently with some legislators that are working on behalf of all of the people of Rhode Island to see what they can do to make this problem go away if in fact you feel it's a problem. So tonight is going to be a lot of information. It's going to be focused. We have a slide presentation. If you have not signed in out there, please do so before you leave so we can send you the email links and all the information as it comes forth. Without that communication, we lose our effectiveness. So we need to stop the vote on December 11th. That's D-Day. Keep in mind, Pearl Harbor was December 7th. So this is our Pearl Harbor. And remember, we're in a tavern here, and you all know your history. Concord, Lexington, shot heard around the world. Could this be the shot that's heard around the world in the United States, where we fix it here and cookie cutter it across the United States? This could be the shot that was heard around the world, and I mean that sincerely. In addition to that, I want to point out there's two gentlemen who are going to do the presentation tonight. And those of you who know history, and I understand the schools don't teach history like probably when I was a kid, but there was a guy on a horse, and he left Boston. He went down the road. You know what I'm talking about?
Paul Revere.
Paul Revere. We have two Paul Reveres here with us tonight. They said, Rhodemap, Rhode Island's coming. Rhodemap, Rhode Island's coming. Rhodemap, Rhode Island's coming. And no one was really listening up until recently, but now their message is clear. It's getting out there. We've struck a nerve in the state of Rhode Island. It's important what they're doing. We thank them for that. With no further ado, I want to introduce to you one of our Paul Reveres tonight. He's going to speak on this whole thing. And I ask him to come forward to his presentation right now. Gary Morse from Barrington, retired consultant.